like the camera.
What
It's
11?
like zoomed out.
Oh, and I choose split it. Oh, is this public? Don't make it subscriber video.
No, it's not.
All right, good. I don't want to.
We're gonna make people dizzy. Dizzy though.
No,
What
we're
does
not.
that mean? Dizzy dough?
No, not dizzy dough. Dizzy. Dizzy.
What's dizzy dough?
Dizzy though.
Dizzy
These are
dough?
for sure.
Dizzy
So
dough.
tonight we have a special.
Wait for people to join in. You don't even talk. There's 4 people in.
Are you the blogger or me?
Yeah. I'm your inspiration.
Yeah, we're the talent on this one.
I'm trying to think of a clever title for the two of you. I'm
Kings.
trying not to think of Dumb and Dumber. Making just the terrible twos.
Smarter.
Smart and smarter.
Genius and genius.
We have just been to play bingo, and the biggest genius is not here. Where's he? The winner of the bingo.
Big Russ. He's preoccupied with Alessandra.
So remember, what you say is public, and you need to be thinking about.
He walked her home.
Thomas.
That's what I mean.
I'm just pointing out to you. Right, James? That's a really good topic. What you put on social media stays on social media, right? And people can screenshot it.
Oh, look, they got.
Do you have anything on social media that you wish I didn't see?
No, I don't even have a post on Instagram.
Snapchat?
That's lame.
No,
He doesn't post on anything.
I don't post.
Then why
I don't
didn't you want
post
me
either.
to see your phone the other day? I
I don't
pretended
post.
I had the password, and he came over the center console of a boat to grab
That's
me.
just not true. I moved like 2 feet. She was sitting next to me.
You-
She's gaslighting me,
That was an
which is a
Olympic
very big problem in today's world.
I would agree with that. Yeah. I don't think he jumped up. It's
Is
just
there
like-
anything on your phone you don't want people to see?
No, his
I
mom
don't
has
think
his
so.
password.
Obviously,
I've never
last
posted on
night is a
Instagram.
perfect example.
I like that people have their children's passwords. I used to have the password until they changed them.
I don't want Russell and Blair knowing my password.
Well, then let me have it.
Okay, I'll give it to you after the video.
Okay. You know what? I just thought of the best idea.
It's a
We could
lie.
go through your phones on video.
No.
You were crazy.
Yes.
No.
Because that's James's mother. Don't you think that's a good idea?
Oh my god. Then you'd embarrass like other people too.
What about Macon? What do you think, Macon? Macon, do you think that's a good idea?
Oh yeah, no.
Well, then I think it'd be good. Yeah, Macon,
You're
going
in on
first.
it too.
Macon, you're going down the slippery slope right here. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Find stuff on Macon's phone.
Amy just called him Pete and repeat. This is Thomas's friend James. He's 2 years younger. He looks
I'm
guilty.
2 days younger.
Yes, he does.
I'm 2 days
Oh, did I
younger.
say 2 years?
Yeah.
Hi, Sally. Oh, Sally Hernandez, one of my favorite people. Well, I think we can get the password, but I think it'd be fun to go through the phones right now.
You told her to pick a topic.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Pick a topic.
That's not a,
That's not a topic.
that's not a
Can I
topic.
make cookies?
No, we're not making
Why do
cookies.
you always want to make cookies at 10 o'clock at night?
Cookies are so good.
Macon can help you make cookies.
Making you know how to make cookies?
You should have eaten at
Yeah,
bingo.
slice and bake.
Didn't y'all just eat?
No.
Yes, everybody wants phone content reveal.
That
What?
is-
Great.
So I feel like you all,
I say James first.
the mothers
No,
say,
that's just-
don't put this stuff on your phone. Don't put it on social media. And I feel like everybody's acting like they're listening. And then when I say hand over your phone, you're like, no! So what could be on there?
James.
Nothing.
personal conversation.
Is it bad
Friends.
language? Is it photographs of yourself?
No.
No.
It's just like
Photographs of other
There's
people?
no photographs.
just personal information.
Yeah,
Not
it's just-
information, like conversations.
Yeah.
Why is Thomas always without a shirt? Well, that's a wonderful
Some at the
question.
beach.
Maybe just the last 3 pictures in their phone.
I think we got
You can see the last 3 pictures of my phone.
James.
I don't really take pictures.
They don't take pictures.
Last 3 pictures in Snapchat memories.
Yes, that's a good idea. Snapchat.
I'm not
They're
opening my
videos of
Snapchat
Russell.
memories.
I think the Snapchat has a lot of very bad language in it. Is that true?
No.
No, pictures.
I mean, there's a chance.
I've never seen a bad word on Snapchat.
That's not true.
That is the biggest lie I have ever heard. I've never seen a bad word on Snapchat. So I tried to tell y'all about Snapchat. We had this
Mom, I'm
discussion.
sorry, you raised me right. And you're just a good, perfect mother.
Can we go through your phone? My phone? Yes, but we're on it. That's what I said. I don't have a freak out if somebody touches my phone.
Would you like it if people... Actually, you didn't have phones when you were a teenager.
No, we wrote letters. So if you want to write letters, I don't need to see them.
Nice to say all the time. Notes.
Yeah.
I don't write letters, so...
Yeah.
Well, you should.
It's like,
Y'all could start writing letters. Okay, look, we're going to get some questions. What do the boys consider bullying on social media?
Oh, that's
I mean, just talking bad about someone.
No, this isn't like the SAT. This is like your thoughts. Has somebody ever hurt your feelings on social media?
I don't think so.
That's such a lie.
Not that I know.
Not that I know of.
Someone's probably said
Yeah,
something
they probably
about me
said
on
something
social
behind
media.
my back, but
No one's like texting me like,
nothing
you're
to my
fat,
face.
Thomas. No
Yeah.
one said that.
Are you sure?
But Blair calls me fat a lot.
Ask if they know
Hurts
what
my
pasta
feelings.
means.
That's not a bad thing.
I don't know what pasta
That's
means.
a
Like
bad
spaghetti?
thing, Thomas.
I know, that's what I thought. I thought maybe it was some like code for something I didn't
Oh,
know.
yeah. I've heard about
Let me
that.
see it.
What is it?
Not pasta, but like code words for drugs.
Pasta?
I don't know. Maybe it is, but I don't know. I haven't heard that one.
The trouble I think with the Snapchat is I
Snapchat.
just called it the Snapchat.
Go through Russell's
Is
Snapchat.
that
Yeah, Russell texts too many women. on
You really
Snapchat.
should go through Russell's Snapchat.
I'm
Please
serious,
do
he
for a
does.
video.
is that people they try to get you to sell drugs through Snapchat.
I only have my friends on Snapchat.
Yeah, I don't have like
Yeah, but can't other people message you?
It's code for nudes.
Code for nudes, pasta.
pasta.
Send me some pasta.
Pasta's
I don't want
cocaine.
you to send pasta.
Cocaine or nudes.
Well, which is it? Cocaine or pasta?
Oh, like
You mean cocaine
noodles,
or
like
nudes?
noodles. I get it.
What?
Oh, like nude.
Yeah, I know, but that's like,
That's
why
a
would
real
the code be
stretch.
noodles?
Yeah,
Pasta?
because it sounds too much like nude.
Macon knows it because people text
Law
her pasta.
enforcement. Law enforcement parents should look at their kids' social media. You don't know if kids and teens are going through mental health problems. That's true. So what do you do if this is a totally serious question. So what do you do if you see a Snapchat? All these recent school shooters have all put things up on Instagram and
We have vanilla
they didn't tell
ice cream.
anybody.
Well, I
I
feel
mean,
like
if
if
someone
it's,
posted a gun,
Yeah, I feel like
obviously
if it's-
What
turn
would
that
you
in.
do?
I would send it to the school. Someone
But what if
posted a
it was
gun?
like this morning, it's July, you're at the beach, and you see somebody says, who would you contact?
says
Says
what?
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 Says what?
Says, I don't know, but it's a gun.
What?
If someone has a picture
If
of a
someone has
gun,
a
I
picture
don't
of gun-
care.
Yeah, if it's just a picture of a gun, that's different.
If it's a person with you think might have some mental health problems, that doesn't make you nervous.
I mean, it does, but if it's like,
I wouldn't do anything.
I
if it's
think-
it's just someone with it's just a picture of a gun. That's different if it's like if they said something.
Yeah,
Do
if they
y'all's
said
friends
they're gonna-
put up guns?
No.
Yeah, people show
I mean,
guns when they're
people-
like hunting.
Yeah, hunting.
Well, no, we're not talking about hunting.
Well, like they pull up a.
And
Glock
I
on
don't
the
have any
Snapchat.
friends
Yeah.
who.
Yeah, that's different.
what would you
probably-
do?
What?
I probably tell a bunch of people about it.
What? You tell a bunch of people.
If someone
like-
said they were going
I'd
to
be
shoot
like-
up the school, I would tell people.
Yeah, I would
That's
send
what
that
you
to
want.
school.
Immediately go text in front of
I don't think they
Yes,
say
it's
shoot up the
fine.
school. I think they say like, look at my new Glock. I think you have. Well, Russell told me. He said, "I'm not friends with those people, so
Yeah,
I don't
no.
get their messages," which I did think was a good point.
Yeah,
Not
I don't-
everybody is seeing it.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
I
true.
like when people would post and stuff like that on like Instagram. I've never seen it because I don't know the people.
Yes, James is 16 too. Where is Russell? We don't know.
These moms know more about these drugs
Yeah.
than I do.
From Vanderpump Rules, it's not the pasta. Yes, sell drugs. So what if somebody? Let's do a true or false.
What are they talking about?
Thomas and Blair
Teens
look
are
so
running
much alike.
prostitution rings on it.
Well, you got
With their
What?
got some
peers.
pimps on Snapchat.
Jason the pimp.
You're probably right, but see, the problem is you tell these people something like this, and they think it's hysterical. because they don't think it's true.
That's just not true.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
So-
Not with my friends, at least.
yeah. Maybe
True
in,
or
like,
false?
Wisconsin.
Somebody gives you an Adderall, that's safe to
You don't take it.
No.
Yeah, obviously not, Mom.
and it's your friend
So
from a prescription
I'm
bottle.
not taking a pill.
Take the Adderall, James.
Why?
Just take one.
No.
Don't you want to take one? It's going to help you.
No. It wasn't
Would
gonna
you
help me.
maybe take it?
I would
Probably
never
not.
take it.
Well, that's just what I say. No.
Probably.
No, I would no.
You just
no.
said probably
That's
not.
just how
So
I talk.
I convinced
Okay.
you within
No, you
9
didn't.
seconds. We're not playing tennis.
You didn't
on the
convince
television.
me.
That's just
Bro.
that's just how I talk.
It's a turn.
No. I
Film her
wouldn't.
feet.
Are you gonna take
her
the Adderall?
footwork's terrible. No, would never take a pill from someone else. Even you. If you handed me a pill, I'm not trusting it.
That's not true. I've given you Tylenol.
That's not true. I don't take it. I
could've
just
been-
make you think
Yeah,
I
I
take
did.
it.
Okay.
You're trying to
That's not
drug
true.
me.
What if you had a friend who was taking pills? What would you do then?
What do you mean pills? Like taking prescription medication?
Yes.
Like me, Bash taking ADHD medicine?
No, but then somebody else taking medicine that wasn't theirs.
What is that even? Like buying medicine?
James taking somebody's ADHD medicine, buying it from them.
Well, maybe James has undiagnosed ADHD.
Would you tell an adult?
No, probably not. Not ADHD medicine, but if he's taking like
If you, yeah.
Thomas
Thomas is over here popping like
or
ecstasy.
something.
But the problem is,
Or
so
like-
you have a drug overdose and then you have an accidental drug overdose. You think you're taking an Adderall or a Percocet or a whatever that's totally safe and can't kill you, and it has fentanyl in it.
Yeah, but you have to realize that only like 1% of all overdoses are accidental. The other 99% are people who are actually trying to take drugs.
Fentanyl overdose was
Yeah, but
killed more people than
But those
COVID.
people are actually trying to take drugs. Like an overdose, like they're taking heroin and there's fentanyl in it. That's an actual overdose. That's not an
Yeah, they're trying to take-
accidental.
yeah.
Well,
They're trying-
I don't know
trying
if
to
you
take
know the
drugs.
date on that, because I don't know if I have the date on that either. But accidental drug overdose is
It's 1 out of 1,000.
no.
No.
I would say, wouldn't you say
Probably-
it's higher
probably.
than that,
It's
Allison?
probably one out of 100.
So
yeah,
that-
1 out of
Right.
100. You're
It's
talking
probably
about the
1%.
1%, Mom.
So a
You have
fella,
to focus on the majority.
no, I have to focus on the exception, which is you or James, because I want
Why
you
are
all
we
Well,
the
accidental.
to be
what is
safe,
that? Like,
because
what do
you belong to us.
What do you
What
mean
if
by
I'm actually
accidental
doing
overdose?
drugs?
Like you're just taking
So
prescription.
you think
and the doctor.
She
put
thinks that all
fentanyl in
people
it?
overdose when they think they're taking ADHD medicine.
No,
No.
I think if you're buying drugs, there's probably a bigger chance than if you get it from a doctor. Like that. Is that what you mean?
No,
Accidental overdose?
no. Accidental overdose is an overdose. Is I'm gonna
Here,
snort
James.
some cocaine and I'm gonna die. Well, the person
That's
clearly
not
didn't mean to.
accidental.
That's not accident. They're taking drugs. They know the risk.
Well, then why are you asking me what the definition
They're
is?
taking
because I
cocaine,
thought you meant
Mom.
like if they just
It's
got
their
it,
fault.
they picked it up at Walgreens and had
If you
fentanyl.
people that do cocaine don't expect to kill themselves.
Well, they expect they're
Well, you
doing
can
drugs.
die
They,
from
they know the
cocaine.
risk. Yeah, you can
Yes.
OD on cocaine.
But accidental overdose is, I thought I was taking a Percocet that
Oh,
somebody
it was
told me
fentanyl
was
in it?
pain and it has fentanyl in it.
Oh.
No, I don't think that's accidental.
Yeah, that is.
I think that's
accident.
their fault.
Acci- no, I think like a normal overdose would be they took too much of it, and then accident was like it has fentanyl.
The problem is, back when we were growing up, I took an Adderall from my roommate.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, that's illegal.
You popping pills?
I took one Adderall because I had a big paper due, and she said it'll help you study. Well, I don't have ADHD, so I was like, couldn't do a darn thing, and ended up, doing whatever, not doing my homework. And I was fine. And this DEA guy in North Carolina, he said to me, curiosity kills the cat today. You do that 4 times, your chance of dying is huge. If you get pills from
Is
somebody
what?
you
Your
don't
chance
know,
of dying is what?
huge. 4
What
times.
is huge?
It didn't happen when we were growing up. Fentanyl, you weren't.
No, what is huge? You're saying if you do it why 4 times and why? What
He
is
just
huge?
said when you do that 4 times, your chance of overdosing is large.
Well, if you
She
just
said,
take
like,
4
60%.
random pills.
Well, I don't have the data. I don't like to spout off data that's not right. Do they have Snapchat? They do have Snapchat. Little Thomas has a great head on his shoulders. The problem is though, they're both intelligent young men, but they're not adults. with adult brains yet.
Oh, I know some dumb adults.
Me too.
Well, that's not what this video is about.
When you're talking about like all adults are geniuses, which is not true.
What do you think, Allison?
Macon's an adult.
Just how much do you think these teens are going to tell you?
What they ask?
I'll tell you whatever is endangering my life.
Yeah.
But if I feel like it's
Have
not
you
endangering
ever
my life,
have
then
you
I
ever
won't.
seen something that in hindsight you think, I wonder if I should have told an adult?
No,
No.
Not somebody had
No.
too much to drink
no,
or smoked weed.
no.
No. I don't think
That's such a lie.
no, I don't. Yes, I have. But I don't think you can. Can you OD on weed? I don't.
No,
think
you can't.
You can't.
No.
You
It's
can't.
impossible. I don't think.
Well, that could have fentanyl in it.
You can
Could have fentanyl in it.
Oh
When
my
those
God.
in those
Yeah.
like carts, I don't. Because you can.
You can't
mix
put
it into the
fentanyl in
plant?
actual weed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, these are things you all don't know.
You can't. It's
Y'all
like
aren't
impossible.
chemists.
green out, but you can't overdose.
Green out.
That means
What is
you
green
have-
out?
What does that mean?
It just means that you.
Professional
Yeah, Miss Weed over
Miss
there.
Weed, Princess Weed.
I've
Princess,
heard
Princess
it,
Potter.
but that doesn't mean I've done it. My
Princess
God.
Potter.
What does green out mean? I've never heard this.
It means that you have too much and then you like pass out and like feel really bad.
Oh. If I was just
What if you go through my? So say you're going through my phone, and you find that I do cocaine. What would you do?
if you did cocaine on your
Yeah.
phone, I would call Daddy, and I would say, "We've got a problem. I think Thomas might have a substance abuse problem. What are we going to do about it?" And we would get you help.
So you'd send me off in the middle of the night.
No, I wouldn't do any like random thing. I mean, there's more to do that than drugs, but I don't want you to have a drug problem. A drug problem is kind of like an eating disorder. Those two things follow you your whole. They follow you your whole life. It's not.
Not something you can really get away.
It's
Did you get an email about
it's very difficult to get away from. So I would want to help you, and I think if you had a friend that was in a bad way, I would want to know, because I would feel so bad if something happened to them and I didn't have a chance to like tell their mother. You don't ever want to have guilt that like I could have done something, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think that's how, as parents, at least I feel, I don't know about you, Allison, but I want to do the best job I can in hopes that you'll make good decisions, and know if you don't, that I've really tried hard to help you
Yeah.
make good decisions. I don't expect. Poor James is never coming over again.
Who is that?
She's
Who's
worried.
Shelly Marie? Oh. Oh. I thought you. I don't know.
Again, frontal lobes. Adderall is speed. Speed kills.
Yeah.
But we are worried.
Oh, wait, they talked about that. in
What
the
if
thing.
someone talked about hurting themselves? What would you do?
That's-
I would
like,
help
if
them. I don't
someone's
think I
in
would
danger,
tell
yeah.
you immediately.
I would tell, like, a counselor at school.
you would not.
Yeah, or somebody.
counselor
Or, like,
at
my
school?
mom or something.
Well, that'd be good.
Tell somebody. If
I would-
someone's-
I don't-
if someone's trying to hurt
I would
them,
try
that's
to
like-
help them, but I don't think I would
If
contact
someone's
someone
threatening
immediately.
their own life, that's big. It's like
What if you
really
noticed they'd been like cutting their arm?
I would say
big. Yeah,
something to someone.
something.
That's good. Wilson recently had a rising junior at a charter school die. Do they think they would recognize this kind of depression or helplessness in friends?
Well, depression's hard to tell. Because they
Not
try
hard
to
tell.
they try to act like they don't have it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, maybe around someone that's like you're. Really,
I feel like
really
to help
close
someone with depression, you have to like have had depression. Which,
Yeah, you have to know like.
like I don't know what it's like, so I can't help them. It'd just be like,
Well, most people who have depression are like, no, I don't have it. Like, I'm fine.
as
You-
soon as-
really?
That's what
I
everyone
mean,
said.
yeah. They're like, it's not a problem. Or if they know it's a problem, they don't want to help themselves.
Well, I had lost a friend more recently, and when that happened to her, I didn't know she was struggling so much, and I reached out to another friend that I had, and I said, "I've never asked you this, but are you in a place where you would take your own life?" And she said, "No, but thank you for asking." And I thought that was really an interesting answer. She wasn't mad that I asked or embarrassed or annoyed with me. She appreciated that I took a second to ask, and it really has stuck with me that you could say, hey, if you're in that place, let's help you. Because I think sometimes somebody just thinks, well, nobody cares. Do you have buddy rules at parties?
I mean, no, but you look out for people. You can tell.
Thomas really hasn't been to many parties at school, we hope, because he doesn't want to come home forever. But you probably run into that more in Raleigh,
a little
don't you?
bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Or make sure, or what if you're in a car and somebody's driving and they've been drinking? What do you do?
Tell
You
them
ask
get
to
out of the
drive.
car. Yeah, or you drive.
Or get out?
Yeah, get out
Yeah,
of the car.
I'd
Get
drive.
everyone out of the car. Because there was someone at Broughton, they flipped and
Yeah.
could have been really bad.
Did the other people get out of the car?
No, they got in
Everyone
the.
in the car got hurt.
Everyone got hurt. Car flipped.
Uh-huh.
It could have been really bad.
Who?
I'm not gonna spout out people's names.
Fenton. Yes, they are.
Opioid.
Accidental overdoses are so common. They had 3 kids at one high school in their district last year.
Some
Well,
kid
then,
Daniels OD.
then they had a thing where like 6 students at one school, the child had dispersed all these pills and they had fentanyl in them.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you gotta stop playing this game.
Just let me finish.
Someone OD'd
If
at
you-
the middle school I went to.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
So you
On
think
cocaine.
somebody, they're smoking pot. When you smoke pot, then you're more likely
No,
to then
stop
start
playing
other
games,
drugs.
Blair.
I think that's the married to an ED doc. Things get laced with things that you don't know and will kill you with one try. Oh, Gina can ask her husband. Have y'all seen that show Dope Sick?
Yeah.
No.
Haven't either. Have a buddy plan when you party. Wonder what that means.
Just like stick
Oh, like
with someone.
watch out for someone, like another person,
Okay.
like a buddy.
My son died of an accidental overdose. Don't ever take anything from anyone. Yeah, is it Laura Berman? She's like the big therapist, and her son bought what he thought was a Percocet on Snapchat. And his dad, they were watching the Super Bowl, and his dad, he said, "What do you want to eat?" And he said, "I'll have a cheeseburger." Got him the cheeseburger, and he was dead on the floor in his bedroom.
See,
Yeah, I've heard that.
Wait, but why do you
I'm
take
off of
Percocet?
Snapchat, that
He had been having knee pain. So do you remember recently I did that kind of thing I did a drug thing, a fentanyl thing, particularly related to athletes and how you get hurt and then you go to college and you're trying to manage pain with an injury and somebody says, hey, here, you're having a lot of injury, you're pushing through with soccer or tennis or whatever you're playing. Anyway. Yes. AD.
wait.
Oh, just don't worry about that. My son is a firefighter and has gone back to the same person to give them Narcan 3 times in the same 24 hours.
wow.
What's Narcan?
It makes you so you don't overdose. Or when you do
Narcan-
overdose.
And Narcan is really something that we all should have in our houses. Because you cannot get hurt from taking it, and you can get it at the drugstore over the counter.
Really?
If somebody has an overdose, you give them Narcan, and it won't do anything to them. It'll only save them. I did learn that on that thing. People are trying to make money selling heroin, so they cut it with fentanyl because it's cheaper. I wondered why they put the fentanyl
It's
in
also
there.
more addictive.
And I think it's
really addictive.
Yeah, more addictive. They want these kids
I mean,
to.
just a little bit can kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 25 grams of
Stop putting it in
heroin
the
and.
oil, it will kill someone.
I don't see why they do that because it's.
But I
Yeah,
think
but the drug
just
dealers
a
don't
tiny
want us,
bit.
like, they don't want people to die.
But they're killing off their customers.
Yeah, they don't want their
What's the point of
customers to
that?
die.
Well, the what I was told is that by this DEA person in North Carolina, he said within every 4 miles of public school in North Carolina, there's a drug house. And the whole goal is to recruit teenagers via Snapchat or Instagram to sell drugs. If they go after 100 kids and they get 2, they make money. So he said, we had somebody at,
Yeah. Is that what you sent us?
yes, fentanyl is like, it's like a grain of sand, right? That makes it he said, they will go after you on Snapchat. And he said, we intercepted this phone call and we didn't know what the people were talking about. It was numbers and letters. Well, finally we realized it was latitude and longitude coordinates of nice neighborhoods, of landfall in Wilmington, of streets where these kids lived that they were watching. Don't let her chew that sock. I mean, really, so they're really coming after you. So I think sometimes you might think, oh, they're going after teenagers too, that they might think maybe they're a little lonely or maybe they need a friend, or I'm going to offer to let them work for my business and pay them $25 an hour. Ask them if an Uber driver tells them to get out of his car but stops in the middle of a road, insists they get out. I wouldn't get out. Oh, I think they don't want y'all to get out of an Uber if they tell you to get out in the middle of the road.
No one's told me to get out of an Uber.
I would never get out of a car probably in the middle of the road unless I thought the driver was drunk. What is a good age to start having these types of conversations with your children? My son is 8, and I wonder when it's appropriate to start talking to him because I'm scared and want to make sure he's
High school.
Yeah, I'd say when you going into
when you
ninth
get to high
grade.
school.
going into ninth grade.
Going into ninth, yeah.
So do you
Definitely
think-
non-middle school, because
Yeah,
then that'll like
non-middle school.
that'll almost like
Freak
make
around.
them more want to do drugs.
Or
Yeah, but
freak
at
around.
Blair School, we've had people with gummies.
Yeah, but that's not your average person. Like
Yeah, I
if
think-
your parent, like if you were doing drugs, then maybe earlier because you know your kids are more likely to do drugs. If you
yeah,
are.
if you're known like for an addictive personality or something, then tell them.
Yeah, see, I would think earlier. Wouldn't you, Allison?
No.
Talking about drugs?
Well, it doesn't.
No, I wouldn't talk to Blair about
I don't-
drugs right now.
Yeah. I don't-
Why?
She's
What's
too
the-
young.
I don't think
She's
she's
listening to
She didn't even know what drugs are.
Yeah,
I think
I definitely think going into high school would be the perfect.
It's like melatonin.
Yeah,
but
clearly
worse.
she doesn't know.
Yeah, but I think I'd rather her know than not know.
I mean, I think we started like talking about vaping.
Yeah, maybe
In middle-
vaping
that
in
was
middle
like
school.
7th grade.
That's like
in
middle school.
middle school. we
Vaping's
started
not
talking about
drugs,
vaping.
really.
Yeah, but
Uh
that's
huh.
diff-
My children will not vape.
no, it's,
They
Yeah.
hate smoking.
It's true.
Thanks to me.
It only took us like, we had to cut like all your cigarettes in half. I
Yeah,
remember
I've only
doing
hid like
that.
Do not
48
smoke
lighters.
Can I just say, no matter what sort of drink someone offers you, soda or alcohol, don't take it unless you saw it poured, unless it's from a
What if it's,
friend.
like,
Yeah, because can you?
in
They
like
can like.
not opened bottle.
I don't.
I had a drink that somebody gave me at the beach tavern, and I was out, Devin and I, and the next day I had the worst headache.
But was it
You were
a bottle?
roofied?
Bottle?
Yeah,
No, I think they
roofied.
put something in it.
Ecstasy.
You're roofied?
I guess so.
Mm.
What do you think about how girls allow boys to speak to them in text or social medias these days? Is there an issue in the everyday language towards girls?
I think women talk to me sometimes not very nice.
Yeah,
It's not one way.
I've been bullied by a couple girls.
We're not.
bullies. It's not bullying.
I'm
Don't pick
bullied
up a
by
folded
women.
dollar bill on the ground.
Oh my gosh.
Don't pick up a folded dollar bill on the ground because they have fentanyl in them.
People don't want to kill all people with fentanyl. That's not the goal of fentanyl.
Yeah,
Yeah, but if they've done something with fentanyl and they drop the dollar bill because they don't want it to get
you
them.
can see the little mark on it. I found one with like some white stuff on it. It's like rolled up.
I just wouldn't.
I don't
Just-
think you
I'm
can.
just
I just
saying.
don't understand how you can overdose from touching fentanyl.
Yeah,
Well, you could even
Sniff it
be
in.
near it and overdose.
like breathe it in or whatever.
Yeah, look it up while we're talking.
I saw an article on making a James.
My dear friend was a young teacher, quickly married with 2 babies, got caught up with uppers to get through the night and ended up with fentanyl. Devastating. Wilmington is the morphine
Says just
capital.
a few
Kindergarten?
grains can shut off your airways.
Amy, so you know who that is saying that? Amy is a forensic psychologist, and she does threat assessment training. So she
Yeah.
is like amazing. She's from New Bern. So if Amy is saying that we need to be talking about it in kindergarten,
Kindergarten?
we probably need to be talking about it in kindergarten.
Shouldn't we
Amy,
be doing like shapes and colors in kindergarten.
yes. But I mean, I talked to y'all about sex in kindergarten.
No, you didn't.
I did too.
No, you
No
did not.
way.
Yes, I
In
did.
kindergarten? You're like what?
I
six?
have the conversation written
No,
down.
you did not.
Yes, I did.
That's like 5th grade.
You really didn't.
Because I said girls have eggs, and the girl in our family said, "I'm not a chicken." And then Russell said, "Can we have eggs for breakfast?"
We did not have that conversation. You told me that babies come from like your belly button.
I did not.
Yeah, you did.
No, I
This is
did
what-
not.
Yeah, she did tell me that.
Where did they come from?
I'm not answering the question.
I thought we were having a conversation, a Q&A. Oh,
They didn't
that's
ask
good.
that.
Well, thank you two for joining me. I think it's very good to have the conversation, and hopefully it'll encourage other families to sit and talk about it, even if we don't know the answers. Please watch Chasing the Dragon. Oh,
What's
thank
that?
y'all. Thank you. Thank you.
Tobacco gummies.
Thank you, teenagers.
What is that?
What's tobacco?
Oh, Amy is saying to watch out for tobacco gummies.
Alcohol and
Because kids bring gummies to school. What if you have the parents' gummies?
I've never heard of tobacco
Alcohol
gummies.
That happened at the
kindergarten?
middle school. They brought pot gummies.
It's not tobacco gummies.
Wait, what? Others by third graders?
Planting seeds.
Oh.
Most kids that are going to use as a teen do so between 11 and 12 years old.
What?
What?
Wow. Yeah.
What the heck?
Thank you.
Oh yeah, you're more likely to use drugs earlier. I've heard.
I wouldn't do that.
Or to become a
If you're going to fall back and you're going to get hurt.
This
Just
is
keep
why.
saying it.
Actually, no.
Talk later. Subscribers, see you
Diane.
in the morning.
Thank you, Diane.
What'd she say?
Pete and repeat. No, thank y'all. I really appreciate it. It's very enlightening, including
What? Hotels.
goodbye.
Wait, what?